It's Pat and JT on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook. I mean, I say at the beginning of every episode, so if you're not following us, just don't. She's reverse psychology. Don't. We don't want you to. Never mind. Scratch that. Delete it. Forget it.
No, we do want you. We do want you. Kind of a highbrow edition. This is like somebody like fancy edition of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have a special guest.
Okay.
Yes, and Brett Boyer is in the studio with us. Entrepreneur of the Year.
Hi, Brett.
Midland's Business Journal.
Yeah.
And also a really good friend of one of our dudes, Brandon Taylor. So welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
This is the first. We just met like in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Great handshake.
And thanks. I pride myself on my handshake.
Yeah.
So I have little hands anyway. Like I'm a little
too.
dude. So I'm like, I got to overcomp.
Yeah. You get those big hands that just grip you.
Yeah. It's like, who do you think
feel
you are?
weird.
Right. Yeah. Well, I'd rather have that though than the dead fish handshake. There's nothing creepier. And then if it's a little sweaty, so gross.
Forget about it.
So gross.
Tells you everything you need to know.
It's true.
Right then.
Yes.
So where do we start with your story, Brett?
Oh man. Back when?
Way back when? Let's go way back when. Oh. Let's just like where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Mullen, Nebraska.
Out west.
Yeah. Out west.
You've probably had a beer there, haven't you?
Probably.
Yeah.
What was that? What we used to do? I've either had a beer there, rode a horse there.
Or something. Just a cowboy or something?
So, I don't know.
Something like that. But yeah, I don't think we really found many towns in Nebraska you haven't had a beer.
Or I've driven through.
Or kissed a cowboy in.
Maybe.
Good beef.
You know, good
really
beef. That's where you get some good beef. Yeah,
definitely.
This is true. Were you farm kid?
I wasn't. I was a big city in town.
Oh, you were the townies.
One of those kids.
He's a townie.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
So I'd wear boots just to fit in sometimes, right? Yeah.
People can see right through that, though. When a townie wears boots, we're like, what, dude?
You got it. That's how it works.
So
I grew up there, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So Mullen to where then? Where did that lead you?
Mullen, I went to school at the University of Nebraska. Got a finance degree there. Got actually a caddy scholarship called the Evans Scholars Program through the Western Golf Association. So I tell everybody I grew up so poor, I made money going to college because I had a full ride in Pell Grants.
Sweet.
So, yeah.
Right?
Nice. That's great.
I graduated without honors.
Okay.
Okay.
I always like to tell everybody that.
Right.
So everybody brags about graduating with honors.
Yeah.
I just will.
And I love it when people they graduate with honors, but you're literally sitting across the table with them at the same work. Like, who's the sucker?
Yeah, right. Or they wait on your table.
Yeah, whatever. Right. Right. You have the same office. Dude.
Good point. Good point. So then once you came to Lincoln, did you just not go back out west? Was that kind of one of those deals?
No, right out of college with the degree. So it'd be 04, excuse me. There were no jobs, hard to find a job. And so I ended up at Pinnacle Bank. They felt sorry for me enough to give me a job and moved me to Schuyler, Nebraska, another small town, as a management trainee. And then I spent some time there and moved to Omaha to help start a retail mortgage division for a bank. So.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow! So now I've heard rumors about you is that you're a serial entrepreneur as well.
I am. Yeah, I've always started side businesses. Basically.
Hustles. You're a hustler.
Yeah, hustles.
I
just try to. Yeah, I'm not really. Yeah. Depends on what you think of hustlers, I guess.
Side hustle. A good hustler.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always tried to help people who are willing to work find work, right? And had a lot of connections, good people. Try to surround myself with just solid people.
Yeah.
And so. Had a few successful businesses even on the side, and then about 10 years ago went full-time as an entrepreneur and owning our own businesses. Started Centersphere almost 12 years ago as something that was just needed, and now
that's kind of where we wanted to. He says that just like glossing over Centersphere. Centersphere is like everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you started that. And if you're not familiar with Centersphere, maybe you're not that isn't your deal, or for some people, depending on where they work, that may not be something that's in their world right now. Sure. Kind of explain what you intended for it to be and what it has become.
Yeah, for sure. So there was literally just 4 of us sitting in a sandwich shop, Mr. Good Sense. Shout out to
Excellent.
Mr. Good Sense.
Yeah, good. Love them.
Oh, so good.
So good.
And we were just meeting with one another basically to see if we can help each other out. And pretty soon it was, man, you should meet this person. You should meet this person. And then it was like, why don't we just get them all in a room, right? And because I'd find myself, I worked at a bank, and I would find myself half my day just introducing people. I'm like, I need to make some money off of this,
right?
You know? Like,
there's something down here,
yeah,
right?
I'm straight commission here anyway.
Yeah.
I wasted half my day, but but it's great to introduce great people to great people, and so out of necessity, I mean, we had like 76 people show up to just like this, hey, here's what we're thinking type thing. And I remember standing at the front of the room being like, what are we going to say? We didn't think all these people would show up. and
they're excited though, right? Because they showed up, they were wanting something like this.
Yeah, it's good. And that's what I always say is out of necessity, it grew, right? It was just something people were needing and wanting in any business you ever do. If you're solving a problem, you're going to be successful, right? And so throughout that, it's just grown into something pretty massive. We're not done. We're just
How many
getting started.
chapters are there now?
Well, we're in 22 states.
Wow.
It's a big deal.
We have, so I don't know the number of chapters.
Right.
But, locally in Omaha, we have, I believe we're on number 66 as a chapter count, but I don't know
That's incredible.
how many total.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So it really is just people coming together that, and they're not all business owners necessarily.
No.
It depends on what you're needing to network, you know, what you're looking for, who you're needing and who you can help.
Sure. Yeah. I always tell everybody, no matter what you do, you need a network, right? Of people that you know, like, and trust. You're going to do business. They're going to do business. And I always tell everybody, you don't know what you're going to be doing next year.
Yeah.
Whether you like that or not.
Did we not just find that out 2 years ago?
Yeah. Right.
I mean, that was like the real wake up call, I think, for a lot of people, how quickly things can turn just like that.
Yeah.
Well, we found out 3 years ago for us, and having to go because I didn't have a bone in my body that wanted to be an entrepreneur. I never did. I always thought it'd be cool.
Yeah.
But it's super like sexy. What have my own business.
Cool.
But then it sounds cool. But I've never had the drive to do it, and then we got forced into that situation, and I realized how difficult it is, and how you're either made for it or you're not. Like I think that there are people like you, and my brother's one, and a lot of people are that want to run their own business and have that responsibility of other people and getting invoices, all that kind of stuff. And there are people like me that number one would rather just work.
Couldn't
for a great
ask for
job.
A better partner.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
Just want to sit down. I just want to do my job. I don't want to worry about other stuff. And then compounding on top of that is that I detest networking. I always have. I just do.
Like I said, couldn't ask for a better partner.
Yeah.
Because I'm not good at it. Because I clam up. I'm not good at small talk. So organizations like yours help people get out of that shell and meet people that they never would normally meet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm an introvert, complete introvert. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, right? I have this network.
I know. That's what I was going to say. That's not exactly the story. Well, it kind of is, but it's like once you crack that shell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right? Floodgates.
Yeah,
right?
I'm a good time. Yeah. Yeah. So what we teach is relationship, right? Like everything boils down to relationship. Business comes from relationship. Long-standing business comes from relationship. And without that, business is transactional, So we try to stay away from that. And instead of just handing out your card, get to know somebody, you'll give them your cell phone number. They don't need a business card. Yeah. Not shaming business cards. I'm just saying I don't even have them. So it's just a different mentality when you're looking for relationships. And you mentioned the pandemic a couple of years ago when it started. We looked at ourselves and said, who are we? Do people need us? Because they're going to look through their budget and say, I have to cut things. And we didn't have anybody.
First thing I would think is that people would need you more at that time.
Yeah, so we stayed true to who we were, right? Like, who are we? We're going to be that. And I can count on one hand throughout our whole network and everywhere we are, the number of businesses that shut down. And the reason is because they had those relationships. Yeah. Nothing to do with Centersphere and anything we did special except for giving that platform, right? And so it's proven to be something that, like, best time to start a network is 10 years ago. Second best time is today, right? And we found that out through the pandemic, even. So
Yeah. My gosh. Yeah. I mean, like what you said too, Pat, is, that's when you need it the most. And that's usually that. And we've seen it too, coming from radio ourselves. And we see it like advertising would be the first thing to go when it's the thing you need the most.
Yeah.
And you want to remind people that you're there, and then being able to lean in on the relationships that you had, and kind of like, okay, everybody's going to kind of pull together and help each other out, which is what it ended up being.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
We have so many cool stories about, just members coming together and funding certain businesses for no other reason than to help. And that's just amazing. Again, it has nothing to do with me. I didn't tell them to do that. They did it because they had a relationship. So
Exactly. So 10, 12 years now?
12 years.
12 years.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
And don't see any reason for that to slow down at all.
No.
And as a matter of fact, technology is just making it stronger.
Yeah, it is.
I've noticed that in some other community organizations. If you can't make it to the meeting, used to be you just missed the meeting. Now they make the effort to say, okay, we can still Zoom you in, so you can still take part in the program. You can still be a part of what's going on. And I think that's going to help a lot of businesses as well, because there are so many hours in the day.
Yep.
And especially for an entrepreneur, because you don't have somebody else you can lean on, or you do and they don't want to go.
Yeah.
They're sitting in the corner, sitting in the corner watching TikTok.
TikTok videos. Just hours on end. Right?
Hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look up and you're seeing cross-eyed and you've been looking at cat videos
Or you look
for
up
4
and
hours.
it's dark out and it's like,
Yeah.
how long have I been sitting here?
Yeah. Sophia and her husband come downstairs. I'm like, wait. You were 13 last time I looked up. What?
So you've heard anyway, not you.
Yeah, no.
No, not at all. Speaking of which, do you have kids?
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah. Jepson Gray is his name. He's about
Nice name.
Cool name.
3.5.
Oh, wow.
So fun.
So
So I'm
this-
still cool.
Right? You're
Yeah.
still cool.
Yeah. I was just telling Brandon earlier, I said, I want to spend as much time with him as I can right now because I'm cool. You know, pretty soon I'm not cool, and then I can go back to work.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pat has found out he's had a couple of revelations lately, because his kids now are 18 and
19 and 16.
19 and 16, right? Because she's April. So anyway, but you found a couple parenting fails.
Oh, man.
That you've discovered. Things are
Yeah.
coming to light in the real world.
Yeah. My daughter didn't know how to use a key to get in her car. It's all been so she thought she was stranded.
Yeah.
That was rough.
The battery was dead.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know what to do. I got to go to work. Dude, she had no clue. No, I had to talk her through on text. It was
That's
unbelievable. And I don't know, there have been a couple of other ones. Oh, I don't know if I told you this one or not. Beth reminded me of this weekend that Bennett, my son, recently moved out like 3 months ago with some buddies in a house. Surprisingly, the house is still standing. And we got them a toaster oven. And they called Beth a couple of weeks after they got it. We need to take it back. It's broken. She's like, it's not. Because we used it like once. She goes, it works fine. It's not broken. It's broken. She goes, don't throw it away. Don't buy a new one. We'll come over and look at it this weekend and we'll check it out. Okay, so we went over there. Sure enough, it wasn't broken. It wasn't plugged in. And they said they didn't plug it in because how the little outlet thing is, one's bigger than the other.
Yeah.
They had it turned the wrong way and they thought it was broken.
And it
Couldn't get
wouldn't
in. Yes, all 4 boys
Get
tried
out.
it. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Get out.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
You just feel so smart.
I do. That's one. Yeah, I just feel like a king when I go over there. I fix it.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I'm your hero.
You actually had a plumbing adventure the other day too.
Fix that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pulled
Fixed
big
it.
old renter's hair out of the drain for him. They thought I was a hero. Oh yeah, and those little snaky deals that you put in there with all the hooks on it.
Yeah.
They used it once and threw it away.
Oh, yeah.
He goes, but Dad, there's a lot of hair on it. I don't want to touch it. I mean, I get that, but
That's because your kid was raised a townie.
yeah, that's right. He was raised a townie.
Right?
Total
You
townie.
got to take him out west, man.
Yep, I know.
Even Waterloo would be good.
Yeah, something.
Elkhorn.
Yeah, or anything. Skyline Woods, anything.
Set him free for a few days. See how easy if he comes back, right?
Oh, man.
So do you get back out west very often?
Not as much as I'd like. We actually just recently bought 25 acres out there along the
deal.
river. So
Good deal.
We're excited to get back there more.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So you're maybe thinking cabin?
Yeah.
Thinking, just
Yeah,
kind of like a place
cabin.
to get away.
Yeah, exactly.
That's super cool.
awesome.
My wife grew up in Omaha. So this is an adventure for her, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Like she's now there are bugs.
They're big.
There are bugs, but
Yeah.
there are snakes to eat those bugs.
Yeah.
Right?
And then she's like, there are snakes?
Yeah, so we're going through all that right now, but it's good. I want my son to experience it, right?
Get dirty.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
dirty, be a boy.
100%. Yeah, being outdoorsy.
Yeah.
Kind of. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Remember, getting out in that part of the state, it gets a lot of solitude
Yes.
in some parts in that part of the state. You were talking about driving out to Colorado. Your wife's, what was her observation driving out to Colorado when you were going through Western Nebraska?
It wasn't like a shocking observation. She'd been planning it forever. She pointed out where she could potentially hide my body.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she's like, this is a good place.
I've got 25 acres.
Yeah. Wait a sec. 25
It's hard to find.
Yeah.
Private,
Yeah.
long driveway.
Oh man, there's got to be some stories. Right?
Oh,
I'm sure.
I would
Yeah.
imagine there's some good ones. There's got to be.
I don't know any. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've heard.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Right. So what's next on your docket? Are you doing other other businesses? Are you looking for new adventures or just spending time with your son?
I love spending time with my son. Yeah, it doesn't pay well though. But, yeah. I know. I enjoy consulting small business a lot, especially startups, because I've started businesses myself. And
Wish we'd have known him about 3 years ago.
Right.
Oh man, so many mistakes. Right.
I know.
Like,
But we wouldn't have been here.
No. Yeah.
We wouldn't be here.
That's very true.
had we not done the things that we did do.
Right.
Right? So it did all work out for the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, Center Sphere is my main focus. It does so much good for so many businesses and people. And so I invest in small businesses as well. And that's really fun for me.
That's kind of, well, just back to the Center Sphere thing for a lot of the listeners too. I'm just thinking about, because there's a lot of people, I never considered that I was a good candidate for any one of those organizations that was like Center Sphere or Center Sphere itself. It just never occurred to me.
Yeah.
But 100% you are. Because like you said, everybody needs to network. Yeah. Everybody needs to know other people that are doing business in areas that they need, or to meet people that they can help.
Yeah. Yeah. I just forget what you know about networking, right? Or the stigma that might come along with it. Just come meet some cool people, right?
Yes.
I mean, you end up building those relationships outside of what we do anyway. And that's just, it's just so cool to watch that happen, where, I mean, I can't force you to like somebody or force you to do business with somebody.
Right.
That's up to you. We allow people to adult, right? Be an adult. Do your thing
in a safe space.
Yeah. There are some guidelines, but yeah, I mean, just it's a really cool thing, and watching it grow into other areas is really neat, because we know that we're solving a problem, right? And again, that's just something that we want to do. We're always innovating. You talked about technology a little bit earlier, and we do the Zoom situation, and that's great, because some people are comfortable doing certain things and some people aren't, and we want to be there for them anyway. But we're soon, I probably shouldn't say this on air, but I'm going to, because that's who I am. We'll have an app that's coming out.
Awesome.
So that you can literally pass business as you're talking about passing business. You don't have to wait until you meet up with somebody or wait to go get their number off of.
Oh, great idea.
Like a directory,
right?
to be able to make connections, which is a great idea.
That's a really good idea.
Yes.
Not a dating app. You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Swipe right.
Yeah. Could be a side hustle.
Yeah, another one.
Yeah.
Now that you're an entrepreneur.
That's right. That's right.
Right? All right, so one more question for you, because I heard Brandon telling a story. And it was something about a miniature horse.
Oh, yes.
And I don't have all the details.
That's great.
Because we were talking about it and we got interrupted. And I just kind of filed that away,
great.
because I was like, okay, I got to ask about. He mentioned the name of the horse. Was there a name for the pony?
He had one growing up.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yes. So I was always joking about, kind of. I really did want one, but I'm like, there's no way. I've always wanted a mini horse. I just think they're cool. And he overhears it at this get together. Like, this is like 10, 12 years ago. He's like, dude, I had one.
A miniature horse.
You had a miniature horse? He goes, in my garage.
What?
And
That's
he's great.
cool.
You gotta let him tell the story. It's
Oh
great.
man.
Yeah. So he had one with a name, and he fed it. It was in his garage when he was little. That's crazy.
Like his parents knew?
His parents got it for him.
They got it for him.
How cool are they?
That's super cool.
Yeah, right?
Like a pet.
That's amazing.
So, yeah.
If only it was running around the backyard. I'm sure probably would have gotten in trouble.
Oh, that's awesome.
I can't remember what the name of the pony is. He said something that's brilliant. Can you yell at him?
Brandon? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I was going to call him, but I don't know his number.
We can edit.
It's so great, isn't it? No.
He mentioned the name, and that's why I'm like, what? That's brilliant. And that's what made me think of
That's so funny.
the pony, but I didn't get to hear the whole story about how it all
I
happened.
just think they're so cool. They're mean.
I've never had a miniature. I had horses growing up.
You did?
Had a pony, regular size pony, Chigger. And then had some bigger horses, had quarter horses. My folks had thoroughbreds, all that good stuff. So yeah, we had horses, definitely, but never had a miniature. I always wanted a miniature pony and a miniature cow. Have you seen those little mini cows that they have?
yes.
Oh, are those real? I thought it was
Yes,
fake.
No, they're real.
they look fake.
There's some by Lincoln, a farm by Lincoln. Name's Princess, by the way.
No,
Well, that's what he just said from Brandon.
wasn't. Then he said something else that was really funny. That wasn't it.
Oh. Well, when he told me Princess, I'm like, is she drunk? I mean, that's a cute name, but it's not.
Well, we'll work on that. Okay. Regardless. Anyway.
Okay.
What do you want it to be?
Right? I know. God dang, he said something. I was like, that is brilliant. I'm sure it was something you said.
Oh, maybe.
Dang it.
It's been so long, my memory.
Right.
Right.
I'm 40 years old now.
I know.
Well,
Yeah.
don't even start. We're having birthday week this week, by the way, too. Today's my birthday. Tomorrow's his birthday.
Happy birthday,
Yeah. So
guys.
as we record, yes. So so we're having the birthday week.
I got it. Hold on. Speaking of birthday, one more. I got to go show you what my daughter got me for my birthday. Hold on.
Excellent. Go get it. Okay.
So my son was born. That's great. My son was born on March 26th, and my birthday's March 27th.
How awesome.
So cool.
I bet you were just like, just wait.
Come on. And then
Just-
I saw my wife. I'm like, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, just get it over with. Oh, man.
She's probably like, you say just wait one more time.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
All right. What'd you
Okay.
get?
So since my birthday is tomorrow and I'm leaving town, they got me this yesterday to open it. It's a sweatshirt that says, "Dad, the man, the myth, the legend." It has a picture of me when I was 18 with hair. They just think that's the funniest thing in the
That's
world.
great.
Are you going to wear that?
Yes, I brought it in here to wear, but I wanted to explain it first.
That's
great.
Yeah.
okay. We need a picture of that.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
There you go. Oh my God.
I love it.
All right, Brett. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
for
I
coming
appreciate
in,
your
and
time.
congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're really glad to get a chance to meet you. Hope to
Yes.
see you around more.
Thank you.
And where can people find you other than at work? Center Sphere.
Yeah, centersphere.com.
Hanging out at Center Sphere.
Center Sphere. Hanging out at Center
Yeah,
Sphere. Just hanging
all
out
the
at Center
time.
Sphere. Thanks, Brett. Appreciate it. It's Pat and JT.
Pat and JT Podcast, a Hurrdat Media Production.